everyone, this is Sharon, and today I come to you with a card. It's an Easter card, super simple, perfect for all those moms that always want to do something handmade but don't have too much time. I'm using some watercolor paper and some Lindy Stamp Gang products to get this card created, and it's only going to be a one-layered card, so it's going to be fast, simple, but pretty at the same time. The first sprays I used were the Curiosity Chartreuse. After that, I used the Pink Ladies Pink, and then I used the California Poppy Gold. I'm reweighting the paper as I like with the different sprays just to get the blend and the actual intensity that I want. I love that about the Lindy Stamp Gang products. You can get it as light or as dark as you want, depending on the layers you do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that until I'm happy with the result. Then I'm going to get my Tibetan Poppy Teal and add a few spots just for a little bit more texture to the base. And then I'm taking this Hero Arts wood stamp. It's the S5033. It's the design block silhouette stamp. I love this stamp and I use it quite often. I know you've seen it in some of my tutorials. I keep it super clean because that's how I like my stamps. I'm kind of a little I don't know, obsessive. Like, I really like my stamps to look extremely clean. I don't like them stained. So then I'm using my Midnight Copper embossing powder from Lindy Stamp Gang. And I totally forgot to use my powder tool before I added the Versamark. And usually what that does is prevents the powder from going everywhere. But I forgot, but I have a solution. But before I show you what that is, I'm sharing that I use my Versamark pen here just to add in the little branches that I missed because I didn't put the stamp where I wanted it on the paper. But there you go. You saw how easily with my Versamark pen I was able to fix the image. And now I'm going to take away all that powder that's left over from the embossing because I didn't use my powder tool. And what I'm using here are just precise applicators. These are from microbrush.com. I have them in different sizes. These are just two of the sizes I have, and these are basically used for precise applications of adhesives and paints and also solvents, but I use them to help me clean up my powder for when I forget, to use my powder tool before embossing. They work really great. Again, you can get them at microbrush.com. And as you can see here, I'm just using my heat tool to melt the embossing powder. And then I'm going to stamp a sentiment and emboss it. And this time I will use my powder tool, as you'll see. And then that's what's going to finish the front of the card. I'm just going to cut out an egg-shaped base for it. And then I'm just going to glue it to the card. I'm using the Well Scripted Stamping Up set. And I'm using the Happy Easter sentiment, and I'm going to do the same thing, just emboss it with the Midnight Copper. And then the base that I used for this particular front was a brown base, but I also did this card using a white base, and you'll see that at the end of the video. This is the finished card. Super simple and totally handmade. You could see that the edges are not perfect, and in fact I cut the bottom off straight just so it could stand up for my picture, and you can see it in the end right here. Thank you so much for watching. All the links are down the description box for you to check out. So thanks again, and see you next time.